about how to use your TELUS mobility device. So this was given to you through the Connect with Dignity program that's offered through Access Point on Danforth at the moment, and we are more than happy to walk you through the device so that you get to understand the basic features of the phone, and also how to navigate through the phone with more confidence. So the first thing we're going to learn about this phone is the features it has on the side, which is the two buttons. So onto the right side of the phone, you have two buttons, which is a longer one and a shorter one. So the longer button is for you to increase and decrease the volume, and the shorter button is for you to turn on your phone. So with one click of that button, you can see that the light turns on, and I'm just going to click it again and the phone turns off. Okay, so that's basically how you would turn on your phone just to start it off, right? Next thing that you want to know about are the features that you have on the screen. So as you can see on the screen, there are no buttons, but what we call these little icons, these are all touch buttons, right? So where you can see with a single touch or a little tap on each icon, something happens or something moves. In order for you to unlock this phone, it tells you what to do, right? So I'm gonna just click on it, and it says swipe to unlock. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna swipe up, and then it will allow you to enter a PIN. So for the purpose of this training, I've entered a very simple PIN, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. But for you, I would advise that you enter 4 digits that's known to you. So that way, if by any chance, God forbid, if this phone gets into the hands of somebody other than you and they want to access your phone to see your information, they'll need to know your PIN in order to unlock the phone. Okay, so think of it as basically a password, right? So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to press OK. So that's the button right under number 9. And there you go. Now I have entered my phone. So this, what you see right now, is the home screen, right? So these icons that you see, these little square-like circles, they are called apps, or longer word is applications. They're gonna think of it as little folders, right? That organizes all the data that this phone carries. Before we go on to apps, I'm going to just talk about the little features that you see on your home screen. So you can see the time, it's 12:39 p.m. You see the date, Thursday, July 9th. And you'll also see the time on the top left-hand corner. Likewise, you'll see, I'm just going to bring this a bit forward, you can see that there's the Wi-Fi icon. So the little cone kind of indication, that just shows that you're connected to the Wi-Fi. At the moment, you can see that there's a question mark beside the icon, which means that I am not connected to the Wi-Fi. I am, however, connected to the data. So you can see that on the side here, on the right-hand side, it says LTE, which means that I am connected to the data. So the next thing that you'll see on the very top right-hand corner beside the data indication is your battery life. So as you can see, I'm just going to bring this a bit closer. You can see that I have just a little bit more than half of the battery life remaining on this phone, which is perfectly fine. What I would suggest is that you charge your phone every night, right? So you have more than enough battery if you charge it just overnight. So before you go to bed, just plug in your phone, and then you should have enough battery life for the entire day. Another thing is that you will get a notification or a little pop-up message on your phone when the battery is about to die, so you know when to plug it in, and that's also very helpful. So another thing on the phone, on the home screen that I want to point out are the 3 touch buttons that we have, right? So there you have your side buttons here, and then you're gonna have the 3 touch buttons. So you can see that at the bottom you have a little triangle, or you can say a little arrow, right? You have a little square, and then you have 3 lines. So these 3 buttons, or these 3 touch buttons, will help you navigate through your phone. So the main button that you need to know is the little circle in the middle. That's your home button, okay? So say if I were to make a call and now I want to go back to my home screen, you're going to click on the home button. And boom, you're back onto the home screen. Say that I am going through my apps, I'm in my messages, and I want to go a step back, right? A step back would take me to the arrow. So the arrow is a step back, or like your previous screen button, right? So if you click that, it takes me there to my apps and then to my home, right? So a step back, each time you want to go a step back from where you are, you're going to click on the arrow button. And then the last one is the three lines. So the 3 lines. Now, each time you open an app, so each time you touch on any of these, so let's say internet, gallery, your camera. So each time you open an app, that app is still working in the back of your phone, even though you're not seeing it visually. I'm opening the gallery. Say I looked at my photos. At the moment I don't have any pictures. That will be a next lesson. But say I want to now close my gallery. I'm going to click on the home button. Now technically I have not closed the gallery. It's still functioning at the back of my phone. Now it's fine, you can let that happen, but what will eventually happen is as the apps are functioning behind your phone, it is going to drain your battery life. So in order to close the app, you're going to click on the 3 lines here. So that's your recents touch button. Okay, so the 3 lines are called recents. And now you can see all the apps that I have open on this phone at the moment. Okay, so the way you're going to close it, you can close by either swiping up on the app, right? Or you can just say close all. And then boom. So now once I say close all, there are no apps in the background running.